Okay, my name is Tiffany. I'm program staff here at the Other Side Academy. I was born into a life of addiction and homelessness. My parents broke up shortly after I was born. My mother was, an addict and chose to be, in and out of homes and shelters, on the streets a lot throughout my life. Abusive relationships, and so I eventually started being in and out of, drugs and abusive relationships as well. When I was 11 years old, we were living underneath a bridge on 4th West in North Temple. And that's when I first started doing methamphetamine. I just wanted to really protect my mom. Under the bridge, there was tramps everywhere, and it was dark, and I was scared for her and for myself. And a gentleman told me, transient, told me, hey, I can give you something that'll keep you awake. And that was my first time ever shooting methamphetamine. And I was bulletproof for 3 days. I was big and bad, 10 feet tall, and nobody was gonna mess with my mom. I have been homeless probably close to about 18 years of my life. I've had two different sets of kids and didn't raise either one of them. I totally negotiated them and their safety for drugs and for men and sexual relationships, and that's what was important to me. I negotiated my morals and values and treated my body like an ATM machine. When I found out about the Other Side Academy, I was incarcerated, and that's when they were getting ready to let me out, and I feared getting released. I was like, I cannot get released. I don't want to go back to the same lifestyle. I don't want to go back to the same drugs. I'm going to die. I don't want to go back to that. And I wrote the Other Side Academy and was interviewed, and I was accepted. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I won the lottery. What I do now is I oversee, intake and legal, and also the women's program here. And I also oversee, courts and AP&P, and making sure that the students get all their court problems taken care of, and fines converted to community service, and do all the things that we wouldn't do on the outside. And we get to show society that, we can change, and that we can be responsible in how we take care of ourselves that way. The minute I came here, I felt safe. I felt safe to make mistakes and to make changes and to really sit and think about the things that I want and the change that I want in my life. When I got here, I didn't even crave a cigarette. I didn't want to go out there and use. I saw Lola and Dave and all them, and I knew who they were and who they were now, and I knew that's who I want to become. And so in order to get what they got, I need to do what they did. And in order to help other people get what I got, I needed to help them lead by example so they can do what I did. It's changed my life by helping me become a better woman, a better mom, a better daughter, a better friend, and way better employee, for sure. I have a work ethic now. I'm able to care about people and help them be their best. I want other people to be happy and do their best and influence them in the right direction. I'm honest, dependable, accountable. I can be relied on. I still have some things to work on, but I'm able to live by an example, and I can always self-evaluate or ask for advice, and I'm surrounded by people that love me and care for me, and I can always reach out to them because I trust them. We're a family here. So I've been homeless quite some time in my life, and so I know exactly what it feels like, the experience that I've been through. I can imagine how it might affect other people, and I think the village will help others gain self-reliance and gain some confidence and start to feel like they belong to a community. I think that's really important. When I was homeless, I felt like an outcast. I felt like I didn't belong, like I couldn't do good enough. I felt pain all the time. I could never reach peace. I think that the village will really help people to feel like they belong and give them a safe environment. I think safety is really important when you're homeless. You don't feel safe. You don't feel like you're a part of. And also give them a sense of accountability and a sense of wanting something different. I think probably in the beginning the homeless nowadays might be a little resistant, but I think hopeful. And I think if they're seeing other people make these changes, and they're understanding that we're here to help them and guide them in the right direction because we've been there, I think that'll be even more helpful.